Welcome to another episode of WEEU Goes One-on-One, presented by Savage Auto Group. I'm Bob McCool, and I'm with Reading Fightin Phils first baseman Alex Binelas, and we're inside the Savage dugout suite here at First Energy Stadium. And Alex, part of the first place Reading Fightin Phils, first and foremost, that's got to feel pretty good to be able to talk about it. What's been the difference so far in the second half of the performance for the Fightin Phils?
Yeah, it's awesome. Playing good baseball. When you're winning as a team, your individual stats will always be better. When you think about it the other way, you think about your individual stats, team stats will go down as well as your individual stats. So, just playing the game, having fun. This group that we have it's pretty special because minor leagues is pretty unique with, in the grand scheme of things, we're competing against each other trying to get to the big leagues, but you don't feel that one bit here. This coaching staff, this group of guys, it's pretty special to be around, and we're playing good baseball, which just makes everything that much better.
You were here for part of the season last year. You came here after your time with the Red Sox organization, but this season has been above and beyond for you from a personal standpoint. What's made the difference for you in 2026?
Yeah, just coming into spring training, had a good off season, healthy off season, and came into spring training, worked with our hitting coaches, our hitting coordinators down there, and kind of made some tweaks to my swing, some mechanical changes, some approach changes, more mentally. What am I looking at? What pitchers are trying to do to get me out? Kind of taking a deeper dive into that and just kind of buying into their process that they put in for me, and it's been working really well, and I'm forever grateful for those guys that worked with me the spring training and having the patience and confidence in me.
So that's a tribute to the Phillies coaching staff. You felt something, you got something out of the Phillies coaching staff that you did not get from other organizations.
Yeah. I mean, here it's unbelievable the coaching staff that we have here. It's an analytical approach as well as I call it the old school approach, where you can't have too much one way or the other. And these guys, it's great. Like, you can have a conversation with these guys, where in the past, I've worked with some coaches and organizations where you try to have a conversation about what I'm feeling as a hitter, and it's like, no, we want you to do it this way. Like, keep sticking to it. And the spring training, they offer me some stuff to kind of change my swing and mechanics. It's not much, but when I do something a certain way over and over and over again, just the littlest tweak can feel like the biggest change in the world. And just communicating, saying, hey, I don't think this works, you got something else for me that I can try, and think, oh yeah, here, try this. And it was just a open door where I could just communicate with what I was feeling, what they were seeing, and it was great. It was very mature, professional approach, and it was awesome to be a part of that.
You have, as a player, you've been traded, you've been released. As we're speaking, it's the weekend of the trade deadline. It's a tough time in the world of a professional baseball player, because you don't know. There's so much that's out there, but at the same time, everybody within your clubhouse is all thinking about it. What's the conversation like for you and for everybody else inside there?
Yeah, I mean, as much as you try to say, oh, we don't think about it, it's always lingering in the back of your head. All year you kind of wait for this next 5-day window that's coming, and it's chaotic. You just got to play your best baseball, and at the end of the day, if you get traded and you just keep about your business. And like I said, this game is a business, and it's a scary feeling. And I learned quick in my professional career. I got traded 3 months after getting drafted, getting into professional baseball, and you find out how much of a business this is, and is you could just stay prepared, stay mentally and physically ready to go at any point. And like you said, you get traded, you go to another organization, you get a chance to help another organization, but you also get a chance to help the Phillies organization, because obviously they're getting someone in return for you. So at the end of the day, it's just kind of being where your feet are. That's a big motto that I like to live by. Just be where your feet are, and just have fun while doing it.
You're 26. You just turned 26 at the end of May. So in this clubhouse, which is a very young clubhouse with a lot of guys, you're a veteran now. Did your role change for you automatically, or were you talked to by the coaches to kind of be that veteran leader? Or is it just kind of something you felt like you had to do?
Yeah, it's something that happens organically. Growing up, my dad always taught me, be the leader. And, just ever since going through college, going through my first couple years of pro ball, I always tried to be that leader, even though I wasn't a vet. So it's a role that, that I've been instilled my whole life, where it's not too much on my shoulders to try to be the vet and watch over these younger guys. But, it's fun because it keeps you young, because you got 21-year-olds, you got Arun Escobar, he calls me his father, and he's always messing around, and, I call him my son. And, it's a good group. These guys are awesome, and everyone's mature, everyone's professional. They know what they need to do, and it makes it easier for all of us when everyone's doing what they need to do at the right times. And that's why we're winning baseball games. Everyone's just mentally and physically there every day, which is a grind. Playing the 150 games, whatever we play a year, it's a long year, and trying to be ready every single day. That's the tough part, and I think this group has that pretty locked down, which I think you're seeing the results translate to the field.
Alex Binelas, we thank you for your time. Continue good luck the rest of the season.
Thank you. Appreciate it.